Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 230. So we're France, as usual. We're not at war with anybody, everything's good. Actually, we are totally at war with people. My mistake. We're at war with Lombardy and Breslau. That was an inherited war. We're going to demolish Lombardy and, excuse me, just take that. And we're at war with Pest and Viden, because I thought we'd get them to release something, and that's not happening. We will also shortly be at war with Great Britain, because, well, they got our shit, if you will. They took the Antwerpen node, or the Antwerpen place. Quite, well, it was a shock when it happened, but they just took it from whoever owned it, so we're going to send our troops up as close as we can to get them ready to go. I actually think I'm going to buy some more troops as well. Particularly for these guys. Let's just get another, 2 cavalry and then 7 more dudes. Yep. So 2 chevauchés. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sorted. Mercenaries are still rate shit. Don't know why. I think it's because of the general tech level. Speaking of generals, we should hire another one. We are going to lose 5% army morale due to poor uniforms. Okay. Let's just hire a general. And we've finished improving relations with Arabia, and that general we just hired, 5422. Fucking exceptional. So, yeah, I'm going to actually have him lead this army, which will be the top army of awesome. Now, we've just finished improving relationships with Arabia, but they're still not up to 125 that they need to be. So let's send them some money. Geez, they require a fair bit. And now, 5 prestige, 25 diplomatic power. New missions. Conquer Karabakh, we're not doing that. Reclaim Corfu. Where is Corfu? Probably... yeah... Where was that? I kind of missed it. Oh right, the little island here, it's part of Epirus. No, that's not happening. Or annex Auvergne. Well, we're not going to do that because Auvergne is... like, yes, we forced him to be a vassal, but... they're an elector count. I'm not going to, I mean, it's only going to take us 7 years before we could do it, but I'm not going to do that. That's insane. I'll conquer Karabakh off one of our rival over here. Jesus. Not making it easy, is he? Epirus is... is it literally just that little place in there? I don't have any diplomats. We'll have to wait. Yep, thank you, Franconia. That's fine. Alright. As soon as these diplomats get back... hang on a moment. Okay, land technology research useless. Okay, so we can either lose 50 military power or 10 prestige. The prestige is fine at this point. We're not overly concerned about that. Right, so Epirus in here. Just, god damn it. Click on. Thank you. Athens, Thessalonica, and Bologna. It's literally only that one place. So we will handle that. What I'll do is move these guys down here and, you know, fix it up. I am going to have to go to war with these guys. Brabant, Gelre, and Valois. Wonder if Brabant is fair, okay. Gelre. There's two Gelres, so I'm not sure which one is. Must be this one because they're the only one who are allied with people. And Valois, he said, right? No, I know where Valois is. Valois is down in here. Ah, well, that'll be interesting. We can bitch slap some of our fellow HRE members if they so wish to be inclined. Yeah, he shouldn't be in charge of that army, come on. No leader. It's going to put him in charge of this army here. Thank you. Alright. And we're still recruiting those two cavalry, but they'll be ready soon. Thank you. There we go. Move on in. Done. Beautiful. Right, why are some people taking attrition? Because you are siege parties. Excellent. That's fine. Alright, let's get this over and done with. That's what she said. I obviously can't... Oh, I can enforce peace on, Wow. So I can enforce peace on them for this? And they're actually afraid of me because of it? So why can't I demand the unlawful territory? I understand for war reasons, but there's no non-core province that is part of the Empire. Is this actually a British core? Holy shit, it is! Well, we're gonna have to fix that. Damn. Because it's also a French core. Right. Britain. You were so good to us at some point. And I would like to be good to you again. But use a hoe. Anjou, where the fuck is Anjou? Oh really, that one there. Well, we'll have to break them out of that. Also, we've got some rebels? Huh, okay. Right, let's just do this. Enough pussyfooting around. It's an Imperial Liberation War, this one, instead of a Reconquest. The difference is that Reconquest, we don't get so much aggressive expansion for, if we are to take places. There's the Imperial ban, apparently. What? It's a difference here. So Imperial Liberation is 100% aggressive expansion, 200% prestige, 100% diplo power, and 75 cost for conquering Antwerpen, returning cores to places, liberating vassals, liberating countries. And the Imperial ban is conquest of Antwerp. Okay, 100, 200, 175. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. They hold Imperial provinces, or which is one that's expiring? The Imperial Liberation. So let's do that one. Get rid of all these messages. Yeah, it's on. Okay, so Anjou has obviously automatically entered the war with them. So let's go deal with Anjou. And it might actually help Brittany out with their little problem there. Who else? Yep, okay, Valois joined in, and so did Brabant and Gelre. Not a problem, says I. Not a problem. Where are our leaders? One there, one there, one there. He really doesn't need to be there for too much longer, and one there, and he definitely doesn't need to be there for too much longer. I get the feeling we're going to need a lot of dudes, but we're not going to send everybody just yet. Those guys. Okay, and let's see how we do. So Britain actually does have a fair number of men and a fairly decent chunk of army. The main issue there is that they've got 14 heavy ships. We don't really have... We've got one, and I don't know who owns it. Brittany, apparently. But they also don't have any galleys, so they've only got light ships and transport ships. Apparently my antivirus is having a seasonal sale. Lovely, great, thank you. I'm going to take the Reclaim Corfu mission, just to get a mission. Diplomats back from Great Britain. We have 2 free diplomats, so one needs to go and do something. Well, why not send him to Welsh Brixton to improve relations? Now... Okay, so we can't declare peace for a little bit. There's an Anjou army just sitting there, so we're going to deal with that. So here's Britain's navy. That's a trade fleet, though. Siege of Sofia, we have successfully completed that one. We're going to farm them for... Not a full annexation, get rid of that, get rid of that. We're going to make them concede defeat. Give us a little bit of extra prestige, and this army is headed down here. And that was to deal with Corfu. Beautiful. Right. Siege of Bex was complete, so these guys can actually head up this way where they will be needed. Oh, let's see how this goes. It's probably a river crossing. Yep, river crossing and fighting in the forest. Okay. Should still win because we've got a better guy. And yes, we did. We actually wiped them out completely. Take that, you sons of bitches. Okay, I can't see anything here, so we're going to go straight for Antwerp. Great Britain is at tech level 5. Brabant is actually at tech level 6, which is where we're at, actually. Good. Alright. Got some rebels down here that I'll help them deal with if I have to. But otherwise, I think we're just doing fine. I mean, Britain is a big wild card in the scale of, excuse me, in the scope of things. Just keep an eye on this little fight against the peasants. Okay, wipe them out, good. We'll just sit there for a little bit to recharge their numbers before heading into this Anjou army. Okay, we're on the war goal here. Just sitting there for now, not really paying much attention to how it goes, of course. And everything else is fine. These guys are allied with Athens, Thessalonica, and Benevento. So Athens is that bit there. Thessalonica, that bit there. Okay, not too big. And what was the other one? Benevento. This one? No, that's Solano. That's Benevento there. Ah, we can totally take all of those when the time comes. So I'll ship my galleys down there anyway, just to be ready. Yep. Oh, good. Let's go back to the important war, if we will. As something happens down here. Specifically, we've won the war in Lombard. So, sue for peace. Full annexation. It doesn't cost us any diplomatic power. And, yeah, go fuck yourself. Done. It was Italian, so that's a bit of an issue for us. But it was part of the Venice node, which is going to be important for us. Okay. Continuing on up north. These guys can attack them. Do you need a leader? You better have a leader. These guys can drop their leader for a moment. We'll teleport him over here. And in they go. Yep, little battle against some dudes down there. We smashed. Alright, so where am I going to send these guys? Well, who's even still at war with us? Just these places up here. I'm not going to actually invade mainland Britain. So I'm going to take their leader off them and just have them sit up there. These guys can have a leader. No, they're not going to, because they're going to be sitting there as well. You guys can't, you guys can't, you guys are busy. We'll see. Okay, chase them. You guys got any war score? They've got 1 point, so they can fuck off out of there. And I'll give them one of the leaders. Get them at least a point of siege. Okay, we stack wiped them. That's great. And yeah, this is going quite swimmingly. Toledo made peace there and forced him to give us this. I don't want that. So, can we give it back to Cordoba? No, because we're at war. We'll think about it in the future. Maybe. Alright, that guy didn't have any siege, so yeah, that's not a great set of rolls there for us. Hopefully after this guy finishes up in Maine, we'll just send him up to deal with that. Excuse me. We are being blockaded in Australand, that's this one here, and there is a large British army sitting in Västergotland. I'm not going to send anything to deal with it because while they're up there, they're not down here. The Protestant Reformation has just occurred. So thoughts of disapproval against the Roman Catholic Church, let's just check. Yeah, so 96, so they're above 95%, this was going to happen. Okay, voices are, you know, questioning current principles and greed. There's a monk in Kaffa. So all the way over here, actually. Yeah. Okay. So Kaffa is now actually Protestant. The province is, the state is still Catholic. Can you tell me what Protestant gives? Okay, so Protestant gives a plus 10% tax modifier and a minus 10% idea cost. That's not bad. You know, that's actually really good. Huh. Excuse me. May look into that. I mean, we do have a missionary hanging around. Build some docks. No, how about some marketplaces? Don't particularly want to right now. Ugh, I forget how much lag that causes. Yeah, we've got no need to build those at this point in time. So at 6% war score here, mainly from battles. And we are attempting to gain control of a war goal, sorry, but, well, it might be a tough ask at this point in time, until we get a decent general there. Siege of Pest is complete, though. We're actually going to send him down here to help out with this inevitable war. Thessalonica has converted to a heretical faith, so we've lost 4 Imperial Authority. So the good thing here, and I say this with some skepticism, see, there it is, we have converted. The good thing here is that we've got control of the HRE no matter what happens. Because we own enough of the electors. And that's how you win. Unfortunately, the reforms may be a little slow from this point onwards. Got a big fleet of British ships here. They've got 18 transports on board, so they may be looking at grabbing these guys and moving them. Or depositing some more. Looks like they're going up and around, so hopefully they're not going to annoy us too much. Okay, the increased secularization of the papacy and their accentuation on rituals has gradually evoked concern across Europe, etc, etc, etc. Pisa has converted to Protestant. That's an issue for us because Pisa is actually one of our places. We could send a missionary down there, but because of a religious zeal modifier, it would be almost impossible to convert them back. Can we just change religion? We could totally just change religion, but not while we're at war. So, yeah, let's end these wars and then we'll look at that. Why not? I think that would be a really neat idea. Pisa is probably going to have some revolt risk. No, they're fine. Good. And as a note, you can't change culture until you change religion. Just an FYI there. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure where that British fleet went. I'm presuming that they're picking up those guys in there. But yeah, we're gonna be Protestant. Fuck it. Fuck the Pope. I'm gonna lose a diplomat out of it, but fuck him. The minus idea cost is just great. Though, at the moment, I believe the Pope is giving us a, what is it? Okay, so he's giving us less stability cost. That doesn't matter to me. He's giving us a bit more yearly prestige. He's giving us another one of our military leaders. And reducing our aggressive expansion impact. Apparently Mali is a defender of the Catholic faith. Okay. Yeah. And of course, we're getting some bonuses because of cardinals. I think we get, what is it? Minus 1% tech cost per cardinal? Yep. Yep, that's exactly right. That's not actually a massive bonus, like, it's only a few points. So maybe if we convert the minus 40 points per idea would be worth more to us than the tech cost increase. And we get more income, right? That was one of the things? Yeah, national tax modifier up 10%, so yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be really good, actually. I think we're going to convert. Recent shipments of wool have been of unsurpassed quality, earning our nation extra money, 25 ducats. Are we actually leaders in wool? Excuse me. Nope. We're leaders in wine, cloth, salt, naval supplies, iron, but we don't have, excuse me, we don't have enough market share to get the trading bonus though. Which is a shame. It is a shame. We're going to have to look into that. Oh, we've suddenly jumped to 35th diplomatic rank. We used to be 62nd. Okay, now there's 20 dudes up there. Okay. Well, 20 regiments anyway. Oh, we've completely won this war down here. I didn't notice. So, we can't really get them to do anything, can we? I mean, they could always concede defeat, or we could fully annex all their shit. Those are trade nodes. They're not part of any trade node that I care about. What do they produce? This one produces wool. That one produces wine. That one produces grain. All good commodities. What are we gonna take for 3.5? Oh, bugger that. Let's do it. Just take the whole thing. Done. Thank you. One of those was Hungarian. 75 diplomatic power. Let's just do that. Yeah, I think it's the only Hungarian province left, so we might as well just get it out of the way. Excuse me. Right. Our diplomat is 30. And our sieges progress according to plan. Somewhat. That big fleet is heading up somewhere again. I wonder if they're just ferrying all their troops over there. That would be weird. But it's not something that I'd put past the computer. Is that Valoy in there as well? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're hostile with... Maine was a success. So we're going to just have to sweep up the coast and deal with it as we come by. Alright. These guys have a better leader, so they can go in there. When they do, these guys can then move out to up there. That way they keep the breached walls and all of the modifiers that they've already accrued. Maybe we can take out this army while we're here. Apparently not, so we'll try it like that, and we should have them. Got a new pope. Presumably that means one of the cardinals is down. Not going to care about that for too much longer, are we? Won the siege of the Ile-de-France. Beautiful. We're going to move into Champagne. Let's try and stop them from doing that. Good. Okay, so how are our individual war scores going? Valois and Anjou are pretty high. We can't separate peace out with Anjou, of course. Because, you know, it's a vassal. Nice. Okay, Mercia converted. We really need to get on this pretty quickly. Siege of Fryland is complete. Excellent. That should be all of Geldrair, actually. Yep, all of Geldrair. So you, I'm going to get you to just concede defeat, perhaps? Or lose all your alliances. I'm not going to annex... Actually, it's right next to some of my land. I'm going to annex it. Okay, now there's two big British armies up there. Not quite sure what their intent is. I mean, we're carpet sieging everything down here, so... What I will do is send these guys up here. Just so that they can sit there at the other end of the strait. Prevent them from coming through. Lost more Imperial Authority. It's not going well. This war needs to end. Unfortunately, that means that we're going to need to take Antwerpen and hold it for a bit of time. We may not separate piece out Brabant and Valois. We may just use them to get additional war score against Britain. It'd be really good to take actual Antwerpen, though. I doubt they will peace out at this point. Nope, they will not. Obviously, full annexation is too much for them. I could get them to release a couple of places. Maybe. And of course, cancel Anjou as a vassal. So that, and that. That would be my preferred sort of thing. That's a 67% war score. I don't think we're going to get that much. But we do have a peace offer from Brabant. They want to concede defeat. Oh, no. No, my friend. That will not happen. More Pope power. Let's just have a look at our religious map. Yeah, so a bunch of little places are converting. We're going to hammer it home and then try and force other people to switch religions and all that sort of business. It'll be fun. More Protestants, the better. That's what she said. Okay, increased secularization. So Steiermark has now become Protestant. So in here. Again, fine. We can't do much about that. I'm not concerned. Still have shit mercenaries though. I'm just hoping we don't go through some bullshit period of instability apart from having to convert all of our provinces one at a time as well because of I only got one missionary. Okay, Solano converted as well, so yeah, we're hemorrhaging Imperial Authority. I'm hoping that by us converting to Protestant, that we just get, maybe not bonuses, but whatever. Okay, Portugal had an event that they'd like to inform us about, but doesn't really matter to us. It does drive up the reform desire in the Roman Catholic Church though, so that's an issue. Come on. What's this? Peace offer from Brabant. Nope. I will not concede defeat. Well, I will not let you concede defeat. We took Antwerpen. Great. So immediately we got a peace offer from Valois. Don't care. And we're already besieging everywhere, so I'm just going to have that army sit there. Georgia would like us to come to their aid against Alania. It's a war that they've started. So Georgia is at war with Alania, just Alania at this point. What for? What's it for? It's the Georgian conquest of Mainz. Mainz is that place there, really. Millennia is allied with Iraq. Oh, Iraq's kind of fucked up. Edessa, I don't know where that is. Kermanshah and Pereslaval. I'll accept. I hope it doesn't give me control of a war. And yeah, they are actually more than allied. Wow. Alright, so kind of a pain in the ass there. I shouldn't have accepted that, now that I think about it, because that's going to impact on our on our ability to get out of this other war and declare ourselves Protestant. Alright, let's send an army over or some bullshit. Actually, you know what, while that's happening we might as well... Nope, because that counts as us starting a war. Should have just declined. Would have been a prestige hit, but we could have gotten that back. Oh well. So where are we hostile to? Edessa, Pereslaval, more Pereslaval, Iraq, and Nicaea, and more Edessa, Pereslaval, and Kermanshah. Alright, well, we can come around and deal with these guys, so let's do it. Yeah, why not? Be fun. These guys have decided that they're out of territory because they started a war while they were somewhere else, so they just magically put up flags and said, "Oh, sorry guys, we're out of territory." Like, really, guys? Georgia still does have that disputed succession. We really could have used that to just get rid of that alliance, couldn't we? Ugh, we really should have thought about that a little bit harder. We do have a royal marriage with them as well, so there is that. Okay, so we're about to get our navy into position. There we go. And we'll send those guys into Izmit. And I guess we should send somebody up to Edessa just to deal with it. But no doubt some of our vassals will get in on that. We may separate peace out of that basically as soon as possible. It shouldn't be too hard, we've just got to wait for the war to take a bit of time and do our own thing. And we should still be able to get out of that and, you know, turn Protestant fairly swiftly. Why are you taking... Oh, because it's a mild winter and you're well below the limit. Reasons. I'm gonna send these guys back up to Slesvig. Because it looks like they occupied something up there. Yep. Occupied Funen. It's almost worth nothing though. And we control Antwerp and that's what matters. We got another siege over here. Cambrai this time. Alright, so I'm going to send these ones up to, or down, sorry, to there. That'll be fine. Okay, our emperor died, but the electors have decided to maintain their faith in us, and so we've gotten 10 Imperial Authority. We've also lost 1 stability. This is what's happened, this is who we are now. We are Goyges 1 Ludolfinger, 5 admin, 0 Diplomacy, that's a big issue because it means we don't get any diplomatic increase. That's a problem. And free military. Yep, and he's emperor, and we also have a new heir. A new strong heir. He's 8 years old, and he's 354, which is great. Because our current guy is not giving us any diplomatic power progression. Big issue. Let's see if there's anything we can do to deal with that. We can't break the unions, we can't break the vassals. We can break Georgia off. I don't need Georgia around anymore. They're not voting for us anyway. I can't break them off in the middle of a war though. This is why we shouldn't have gone to this thing. Okay, successful siege in Normandy, that's great. What's this? Military access, okay. Now, I'm very worried about that diplomatic power. Nope. We're actually going to remove our national focus, I think. Yeah, we'll remove that, so we can't re-engage it until 25 years have passed, but it means that we're getting at least 1 point. And also that our admin power is going to skyrocket pretty nicely. Great. Also, we're going to hire a level 3 trader. That'll give us 2. It's going to cost us a bit more, but it's just, we need it. A few Elenian armies around. Yeah, as soon as I can, I'm going to try and get out of that war. Come on, take the province. Thank you very much. So that's 40% war score here. Obviously, they'd give up without a fight, but that's not what I want them to do. They won't actually do anything to do with what I want them. The demands do exceed the war score, which is an issue. We may just say, don't worry about Brugg, though Brugg is actually the one that we want off them. I definitely would like them to release Anjou, but they're not going to do that. And Antwerpen as well. So that's hugely over. Well, not hugely, but there's a limit. And I really don't want to attack across the strait. You know what, though? Let's attack across the strait. Fuck it. You know, if we could actually get rid of Millennia, that would also be pretty nice for me, but yeah, you know, my caring level, not great. More Protestantism. Hanover is converted. Sure, what's this? A national decision available because we're Catholic, because the dominant religion in France is Catholic, because we do not have the Counter-Reformation modifier and we have at least 3 Protestant religions, we could get the Edict of Nantes, which is for the rest of the game, tolerance of true faith -1, +2 tolerance of heretics, and religious unity +25%. We're going to take that because it's pretty positive. So that should have appeared over here. Yep, the Edict of Nantes. So that's reduced our tolerance of true faith by 1, but increased our heretic tolerance. And that should also flow on through to a bunch of other stuff. And that's also increased our religious tolerance. You'll see we're actually at religious unity, sorry. We're actually at 120% religious unity. It gives us a bit more Pope influence, but even though we're going to convert to Protestantism, it's not a bad thing to have. Oh, really? They moved out. Go for it. Take that shit right back. We can invest in an idea, which would be the yearly army decay one. We're not doing that. We're saving up a little bit more for the admin tech. Okay, so we can either take 1 stability point loss or gain free inflation. We're going to gain free inflation. Because, well, we're losing inflation normally, so that'll eventually go away. Which should be good. Why are these guys at such low morale now? Oh, because they attacked. Fair enough. Okay, we got an active cardinal again. Well, another one. And we've actually got enough to just buy this new one out. Done. Be cardinal controller for as long as we want. Crane has converted to Protestant. Well, all I want is some more war score here, guys. But if I can take out one of these armies, that may help a lot. What do we got here? Military access, sure, have it. Okay, so I'll try to send them up here for Narc because that'll probably just be easier. They either don't have good commanders or they've got a shit commander there, so it should work out just fine. Wouldn't mind if that morale could recover a little bit better. Peace offer from Brabant. It's not happening, guys. Okay, let's go. This may not be a good idea because they may reinforce. But fortunately, we don't have any terrain issues. Chair has religious civil disorder. And I feel like we won that fight. And we actually stack wiped them, so let's continue. Let's just wait here for a little bit so we get a little bit of morale back. And now let's continue. Yep, beautiful. Stack wiped them. That's won us the war. And better at what we actually expected. They're not going to give up the Mandoy, or Maine. But they will give up their vassal Anjou and Antwerpen. And... one... no, they would either give up Maine or... no, it won't give up Hainaut. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. They will, of course, accept removing one of their things, one of their, two of their? Nope, just one relationship. Got a lot of military access. Let's kick them out of Brabant. Done. War of Britain is over. So we gain free Imperial Authority from releasing Anjou from vassalage. And everybody can go home. Including these guys. What I'm going to do with them, instead of marching... actually no, they can completely march through Shalland because we do still have a war ongoing down here. Which we apparently... oh, we can't do anything about because we've got a no diplomat. It's fine. Another heretical faith. My fucking god. It's just going to keep happening. We shouldn't have accepted this war with Georgia. But we do have an increase in admin tech. So that's going to let us build temples and constables. Sweet. We won't see any benefit from that at the moment, but when we start increasing our admin power, we can then, buy them. Which will be good. It'll help us get rid of his deficit. Oh, these guys are up here besieging. Yeah, but another place converted. We're losing all of that 10 authority that we got for, switching, having our dude die. The only bonus is we just can't, get rid of that, which is good. Okay, so we got some dude show up. I don't particularly care which one he is because we're +3 all over. Maybe if he was a better diplomatic guy. But he's not, so don't care. Burgundy declared war on Nevers because of course they did. We may declare war on Burgundy and have to force them to release Nevers later on. We'll see. Okay, the siege up here was a success, so I can finally give these guys the leader they deserve. Head over here, beat up this army. And then either continue on to there or down to there. We'll see. The problem is that winter is occurring. Currently it only looks like a minor winter, but it is only November, so yeah. Issue. Okay, we've got some admin power, so first thing we build are temples. And of course in the places that matter. We're going to take a river crossing, yep. But we're just better in every way. Okay, that one's already actually been occupied, so maybe we'll head up here. Deal with that one perhaps. Another place converted. Yeah, look, we've got to get on this pretty quickly, so I really just want to get myself out of this war. We're getting close. I mean, we could probably concede defeat and he'd go for it. Yeah, he would, but that would entail us losing some prestige. And you know how I feel about that. Besides, we've also almost captured a couple more provinces down here just to rub it in. We lost Armenia. That's been besieged, so we probably have a net negative now. No, still only 3. Okay. Occupied by command shell. We could go and get it back, but honestly, it probably doesn't contribute that much. No, it literally contributes nothing. Amazing. So this is going to be a severe winter up here. So I'm not going to leave the entire unit sitting in there taking attrition. I'm just going to move them up there, detach a siege regiment, and then start moving them back. Somewhere nicer. Okay, Siege of Izmit, great. So where's that put us on the list? 44. I really want to get this done, you know, by the end of the episode. Oh hey, a rock down here, that could be handy. Before that we should actually be fighting those ones as well. Can we win this war in 5 minutes? We can get another one of our provinces changed to Protestant. Probably fine in that one, buddy. Another battle. It's fine. Not actually able to besiege that one. It's fine. Head on over here to Adana. I may send the boats around. That's been reduced, hasn't it? Well, at least our allies are getting in on things and dealing with it. Another province is converted. You know, I'm just going to send these guys up like this. They'll be fine. I'm a leader? Any leaders unoccupied? Certainly are. We're probably not going to be able to do this by the end of the episode, so yeah. Military tech is really shooting along. We don't even have the ability to purchase this, even if we had a max power, but that's good. We are, of course, going to be gimping our admin power for a little bit, because, temples. It's money. It's good money. Yep, great. Just going to send them onto that bit first and deal with that. Yep, another province converted. What's so we're still at 114, that's fine. Oh, it's one of our places occupied? Okay, that's fair enough. No wonder we're actually attacking that. Yeah, winter should be over. Okay, good news, they will piece us out, and they'll actually give us stuff too, which is kind of funny. Well, how about that? No, they won't give us that. Of course they wouldn't give us that. They're pretty close to giving us that, though. Can we get them to give that to Kuban to Cherson? Should we? Should we? It's part of a HRE. I mean, yeah, bugger it. I don't care. Can I just get them to concede defeat? I mean, that'd be kind of mad. Yeah, they'll concede defeat to me. Done. Thank you. Okay, those guys are stuck in that province because I forgot about them. That's alright. You guys back to here. Everything's fine. You guys to there. Alright, we'll do the whole religious conversion thing next episode. Just because it's late. So come on. Get into the same province so I can link you up. Thank you. Oh, he changed his loyalty to Great Britain. Well, great. It's back with us now. Okay, them all the way down to there. I think that's everybody who needs moving. So with that, I'm going to accept this military request and say that, well, that's the end of the episode, isn't it? So, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. Or if you'd like to leave a like or subscribe on the video, well, feel free to do so. In the meantime, though, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.